Yo, what the fuck is going on? For those of you that don't know about the Adam22 situation, basically, he is allowing his wife to get plowed out by some BBC. Absolutely dug the fuck out. For what he says to increase the business. It's a business plan. We live in a society where basically hoeing out your wife is a good business idea. First of all, where's your frame, bro? At some point, you gotta put your foot down and be like, you know what? We're gonna not have you get fucked by other niggas. We're gonna not do that. Like, I don't know what this nigga was thinking. He was sitting on the toilet taking his shit. He was on his phone, and then out of nowhere, he was like, brain blast. If I let my wife get her guts dug the fuck out, it's gonna improve the business. We're gonna make more money. Now, keep in mind, this nigga is already successful. This nigga's a millionaire. A well-known name. I'm sure most of you know who Adam22 is. And he has decided that in order to improve the business, take it to the next step, he's gonna be a pimp with his wife. Now, I think this goes into a bigger discussion of the state of society. We live in a time now where hoes are glorified. Girls are out here living their best fucking life. I want you to go out and try to find a virgin. Look, try. You're gonna have a hard time. In America, at least. Like, let's put this into thought. There's never been another time in human history where a young lady could garner the attention of thousands, millions of people just by being a hoe. We had our few of porn, but even then, that's recent history. And my problem with this is that now we're putting people on pedestals that have necessarily not done anything to deserve them. Like, they aren't bringing any value to your life. They haven't necessarily went through some hard times or some lessons that may be of value to you. They're simply pretty and they're being a hoe. And we're eating it up. We are making hoes rich. And this is a bigger and this is the men's problem. It is. Because we're the ones funding this. We're the ones giving out the attention. But why? Is this really the best route to take? Is this going to be a net positive for society? Like, what are we doing? We're encouraging women to have no sort of morals, to just go out and do basically whatever the fuck they want to do. And as men, we're sitting here allowing it because we support it. For all y'all niggas that follow hella bitches for no fucking reason, bitches you don't know, bitches you have no chance with, paying them, giving them your attention. Like, as a man, that's the biggest thing you have is your attention. You can't just give your attention away to anyone and for free. But we're throwing it away. These women have millions of followers. And what value are they providing to your life? Besides you sitting in your room, fucking jacking off like a dumbass. It has me speechless in a way. And here's the problem is that it's so widespread now that it's normal. This is what the average nigga is doing. The average nigga is funding these girls' lifestyles and is getting nothing in return. Absolutely. In fact, it is a net negative for him. The more you pay this bitch, the more she is not going to fucking fuck with you. Ever. You don't have a chance. But maybe they know that. Maybe that's why. Maybe that's why they do it. But you got to understand, bro, we have lost morality. There is no morals in today's age. You do whatever you have to do to get paid, to garner some sort of attention. And it makes me think that, like, anytime that the masses is doing something, it's probably in your best bet not to follow suit. Because the masses are losers. Average equals loser. So therefore, you need to separate yourself from the masses. And it made me have to think about myself. Because I understand that one reason that I want to be successful is it will open up more opportunities for me to be with a higher quality of women or a higher quantity of women. Now, I would be lying if I said I wasn't going to go down the route of a higher quantity of women. You know, who doesn't want more women? Fair enough. I understand it. But fuck, this might get deep. But it makes me think of like religion and how it set different morals and guidelines for society. And how we're completely ignoring them now. And we're getting further and further away from them. I am not a religious person. I'm 100% open to the idea because I do think it's a better way of living than not believing in anything. But once again, I would be lying if I said I truly believe that there was a man. I don't know. I'm genuinely on the fence with this. But seeing the route that the world is taking, it genuinely seems almost evil to me. We're breaking up families. It's more acceptable nowadays to say that you hate children than to say that you hate dogs. Children, the future of our society, the next generation. There are less marriages now, less healthy relationships. I remember towards the end of my previous relationship, we started talking about Instagram and the fact that it was a genuine conversation that we had to have. Like, the shit you're posting. Like, it's not okay. I'm not cool with this shit. And I had to condemn myself because at first I was. Because I allowed myself to be brainwashed by society. I allowed myself to follow suit with the ideas that they propagate for us. The main moral of this video is going to be not to allow yourself to fall into the agenda of society. Because it's sad. The shit we're doing is I don't know what to call it besides like it's almost fucking evil. The route we're going in. The more and more people don't give a fuck about people. The fact that we have all these social medias and all these things where people should be more connected, but we're more disconnected than ever. We have a hard time forming genuine relationships. Most people don't have big friend groups. They don't stick together with their family. We are literally destroying society from the inside out. Destroying our brains, the way we think. I'm gonna end this video by saying, when I had broke up with my ex, I went through a time period where I was in a very dark place. It was a very long relationship and it was very hard for me to actually end it. And shortly after that, I also lost my job. So I had already made the decision that I was going to be moving. So it was only going to be like 3 or 4 weeks before I had even like left to go to a new place. So I decided like it wasn't really worth it to get another job. So I had a lot of time to myself, a lot of time to think. And I went into this kind of dark space, but it allowed me to really focus on me and focus on the life that I wanted to live. Because I also tried not to just endlessly distract myself. That's the problem. We allow these distractions to dictate what we're gonna do with our lives. You got to realize that you're being programmed. The way that it is putting this shit out and you eat it up. If you're spending all day on social media, you're watching these mainstream channels, they're propagating an idea on how you should live your life, whether you realize it or not. I need you guys to take back control of your life. Be a free thinker. Understand that what they are pushing on you, this agenda that they are pushing, it is not in your benefit. It will lead to a sad existence. Do not fall for this. I don't know if dogma is the right word. Actually, I'm not going to use that word because I have no fucking idea what that means. But you got to be a free thinker. Understand that you need to separate yourself from the pack. Do not be a sheep, because the route that society is going is not for its own good. I'm getting jumbled up on my words, so I'm going to end this video. Don't fall for the trap. This shit that we got going on is not okay. Doses.